got to. Do you blame me?
I ain't say nothing, man.
Do you think we're gonna get lawsued?
Lawsuit?
Sued by law?
Let's do this freaking thing.
What the? Alright, no. This thing's gonna definitely block me.
No, just show it off, you know.
Do it like this? Does that work?
No, I can't see. What are you hiding?
So we took part of a little venture today on YouTube, and this is again thanks to Mac.
Well, thanks to my homie Brandon for showing. Well, yeah, for showing me and letting me know this. I mean, I saw people talk about this on Instagram, but I didn't really dive into it until he was like, "Yo, Mac, you gotta check this shit out." You know.
So it's it's gonna keep getting in my way. I'm gonna get annoyed and pull out my real machete. What it is
this is Rand Film Reviews.
Oh, that's right. Well, I need to get used to doing. How am I? I'm the one who works in radio, and I'm not doing proper introductions. I'm terrible.
This is Rand Film Reviews.
Oh, hold on. All right. I am Randall. This is Mac, and we are
Rand
Film Reviews. All right. So.
Yeah, we're coming with a
what else do you want?
What else do you want? A double deucer, a DP. Anyways, today, 3:18 a.m. on a Wednesday, we're gonna be talking about Never Hike Alone. Now,
Never Hike Alone. The first part was originally backed through Kickstarter. The director and also one of the stars in the movie, Vicente Di Santi, wanted to put together a film that's an homage to Jason. And this all came about through a story of him and his wife going to an actual campsite and feeling the vibe and feeling the area, and then getting informed about an abandoned area, and all this stuff that came together and culminated to him wanting to go ahead and write, direct, partially star, and
partially,
put this partially to a degree, because you don't, you know, he's the guy who plays the Jason Voorhees in these movies, so you don't really see his face, which is why I say partially star. But then again, that would be rude to like Kane Hodder, right? So yeah, star in the movie.
It's the main attraction.
So it was done in 2017. It was a little under an hour long fan film, but by far, I have to say, it is one of my favorite interpretations of Jason Voorhees that I've experienced.
Ever, yeah, and this was possible due to a true, not only horror fan or a movie fan, but a Jason lover. Like Randall was saying, the director Di Santi, his idea began going on a hiking trip with his wife, and his thought was, what if Jason came out? What if we actually stumbled upon Camp Crystal Lake? What would we do? Just a normal day. And also, he actually grew up in the woods, and that's, Jason was the epitome of his fear. If he goes out in the woods, would somebody grab him? Would they get his family? Etc. So, I think he was just a perfect, basically, what you call it, indie director. Maybe he's the Santi indie director.
I mean, I would check what his full background is.
Yeah. So.
But I would say, the movie itself is independent as its own, but he's an award-winning director and producer based in LA. but what he's mostly known for right now is the Never Hike Alone series.
Mm-hmm.
But he put together such an incredible team for this movie. And like I said, it was all back through Kickstarter, so people who wanted to see his work come to fruition went ahead and put money into this, and it was all backed like that.
Yeah, they got it for a free Blu-ray.
Yeah, I mean, there was, I mean,
not free, no.
but people who are part of like Kickstarter, who've ever done a Kickstarter, don't know already, but there are tiers to the level of what you choose to donate towards what's gonna happen, right? So in this case, you can always donate like $5, and you just get like a shout out in the credits.
Mm-hmm.
You can donate like $20 or $25, and you get the DVD. You donate $30, $35, you get the Blu-ray. You donate more, you get signatures, yeah, and you'll get other things like that. Sometimes what they'll do is they'll give people parts in movies if you donate enough money. So it's different levels and different things that they'll do. But this one got fully backed. Back in, I mean, if it got done in 2017, I would say it's probably got backed in 2016.
Yeah, exactly. And actually, it was hard for the crew and everybody filming to make this movie, as everybody had a full-time job, so they can only do it on the weekends. So mind you, shooting a movie 2 times out of the week, well, not 2 times, but just using 2 days. That's incredible work. To put it.
Yeah, I mean, they invested their time. They had volunteers on set as well. They did whatever they could to make the cost minimal, but to give you an incredibly amount of quality work. When I'm telling you the scenes that they do with Jason himself, camera work, cinematography, the steps they took with foliage, or alone with everything that had to do with the sounds, his footsteps, every single detail that they put into this made it such a spectacular piece of work. And I mean, the kills were great, everything.
See, he's speechless. Like
it was so really well done.
It's just amazing how the work of the GoPro they use in the movie.
Yeah.
Randall and I were talking about how people use iPhones, to direct, to film movies. So there's GoPro.
Yeah. That things like this are more possible now, thanks to like the evolution of technology and where we stand right now. Like the fact that Mac can take his phone right now, since he has an iPhone, can go outside, turn on his camera, and we can film something, and it's gonna look like HD top quality stuff. I can also do it on my Android phone too, not to count out the Androids. So they all have quality cameras to the point that you can do high quality film or recordings that can translate to being a film per se. So the evolution of technology has really benefited independent directors or just home movies, things like that can be done. Like if me and Mac wanted to go make a quick little slasher film, we can, and maybe Ram Film reviews will do something eventually.
Ram Studios, baby.
Who knows? But either way, regardless, he took full advantage of technology and full advantage of everything he can use to make everything more within a budget. They did use a GoPro as one of their main cameras in the film. I wouldn't be surprised if they used GoPros in a lot of other scenes as well. That wasn't what we knew was the GoPro scenes.
Yeah, especially that Jason chase scene.
Yeah, that was fantastic. It was so
I'm
good.
not going to give it away. I don't want to give you what angle they used, but
yeah,
it was just top notch. It was just... It's like, I felt butterflies in my stomach. Like, is this really happening? It's just, oh my god. The Santi killed the performance that he did with Jason. Mind you, he's a skinnier guy, compared to Kane Hodder and the rest of the actors that played Jason, but doesn't take away the fact that he's still menacing. You know, he's still menacing. He's how would I say the word? Intense. Like you wouldn't want to mess with him. Like
he gave every single bit of energy you get out of a Jason Voorhees character. He brought the fear to the guy.
Exactly.
So he made you feel that fear through how he personified Jason in his own way. Mm-hmm. And obviously Jason is a very stoic, very single motion kind of character. But man, he gave him a lot of different material, and he made it work in such a way that you don't see often.
Yeah, if you think you know Jason, I thought I knew Jason Voorhees. I didn't. This was just opened up my eyes to just what others can do with the character and somebody that you can trust. I trust DeSanti to, if he was here to take over, the franchise, by all means.
Yeah, I would absolutely be on board with it. I would absolutely be on board with it.
What do you? Also too, the hockey mask. That's like Freddy Krueger's gloves, Michael's mask, just the hockey mask. It's the iconic symbol of Jason.
Yeah.
Besides his machete, but in this film, it was slightly different, but it made they made it their own.
Yeah, no, they got really creative with. Mm-hmm. They got creative with kills. They got creative with a lot of things. And the reason we're saying this too is because if you are interested in watching this, if you want to watch Never Hike Alone,
it's free on YouTube.
It's there on YouTube. You got to go to Womp Studios' channel, and they even have a version of this for you to enjoy better. We didn't find out until after the fact, but there is an anthology version of this. Which literally starts with what they have as a music video called Disappear. But it's really just music to him performing a bunch of kills.
Exactly, yeah. So
and it ties into everything perfectly. And they started with one film, they go to the prequel, and then they go with the last with the reveal for Never Hike Alone, which was the first film ever made, but they made a prequel after that one.
But, exactly. So you won't go crazy like us trying to find what goes here, what goes there.
Yeah.
And just enjoy it for its full. Also too, it's Womp WOMP as in Paul.
Yeah.
Stomp STOMP. I believe in films, right?
Yeah. Womp Studios. Womp Stomp Films.
Or just type Never Hike Alone.
Yeah.
The Ghost Cut.
The Ghost Cut, which is a film anthology from beginning to end. And there is more they've done. They've done more to the series, but things are in delay or on hold because there is an ongoing lawsuit that doesn't pertain directly to the Womp Film Studios, but pertaining to Jason, the property of Jason. Now, these are fan-made films, which by all means are allowed, depending if you how it's managed within, infringement and all that kind of stuff. But there are permissions that are allowed to a degree with this, and this is what Womp Stomp Films decided to go with, which is why you still see some of it is still available. But they have already filmed sequels following up to this, one that was already released but can't really be found. But there is more to this, and I would assume that the people who backed it are the ones who have in hand, because exactly. They all got the DVD.
Yeah, and if you actually are a collector, super fanatic of Jason, Friday the 13th series,
it's a must-have.
And you actually want to own the Blu-ray, of course, on eBay, I did see it. It's in the hundreds, close to 200 range. Mind you, like Randall said, it's a Kickstarter, limited to those only that backed it up.
Yep.
Some of them might even have some signatures.
You know what? I can literally tell you exactly.
Yeah, there you go. He'll let you know. But it was just amazing, just how with such little characters in the film, it worked. You know how the Friday the 13th series has the camp counselors, the whole group of people. They just made it. They made the movie just with such a limited amount of actors playing. Go ahead.
Listen to this. The Kickstarter alone earned $18,934 out of its $13,000 budget.
Wow.
So it got more, but it's not an insane amount. And on top of it, only 294 backers.
294 people backed that up.
And that's, maybe including people who only did the camp contributor for only $1.
Correct.
Because you could have been a camp contributor for $1 and you get a credit. You could have been $5 and you could become a camp representative and you would get a sticker pack. A junior counselor gets the sticker,
The counselors.
the special thank you, the sticker pack, and the horror pin. I'll be looking for a horror pin. 25, and you got the sticker pack and a T-shirt, and the and the HQ download of the movie.
Yeah, digital.
So you get to download a digital download. 50, you get the thank you, the sticker pack, and a poster, and also the HQ download of the movie. 50 or more, which is a bunk leader, you get the Camp Crystal Lake T-shirt, a Never Hike Alone T-shirt, a horror pin, a sticker pack, the download of the movie, and the special credits screen. At the end of the scene at the movie. Why am I bumbling so much? Wow.
Well, it is 3:33 a.m.
That's nothing to me. Camper pack, $100 or more. You get the thank you, the sticker pack, the horror pin, the T-shirts, the poster, and a duffel bag. That's probably gonna be the shoot.
Where's the actual Blu-ray?
150 prop master. They might not have done the Blu-ray for this one, or maybe they did because they released it, right? People have it. We'll see. This is gonna get intense. So prop master got the screen credit, sticker pack, horror pin, T-shirts, poster, duffel bag, and a screen used prop.
/ set dress.
Dude.
A prop from this actual movie. If I knew about this Kickstarter, I mean, Randall's a big Kickstarter.
I absolutely would have done this 150.
He backs up a lot of Kickstarter artists.
There was one left. There was one. There was 14. There was one left to do that one.
I definitely would have jumped into this.
I absolutely would have wanted a screen prop.
Imagine, man.
250 survivalist. You get all backers at this level attend a special screening of Never Hike Alone on the site where it was filmed. God, that would have been so amazing. All backers at this level are eligible to join cast and crew for a live streaming Q&A session, and then the HQ download, then the screen credits, sticker pack, horror pin, T-shirts, poster, duffel bag, and then Kyle McLeod hero prop,
which is the protagonist of the film.
Hiking equipment. Somebody got that shovel.
Oh yeah, the multi-purpose shovel.
Somebody got the multi-purpose shovel. And then, if you went 1,000 or more, machete wielding co-producer. Welcome to Team Womp Stomp Films. Not only receive all of our swag and ticket to our special screening, but you will receive a co-producer film credit to commemorate your new title. You will receive one of 2 machetes used by Jason in the film. Bonus rewards. All backers at this level will be eligible to attend the special screening.
Yeah, what you read before.
The backers with the
before.
Q&A, the downloads, everything, and and
more.
Yep. There's always more. 2,500 or more. You get the credit as a co-producer, the screen use prop, the duffel bag, the Crash Cunningham poster, Never Hike Alone the 2 T-shirts, the pin, the sticker pack, and the download. So you would have received as one of the props one of 2 hockey masks worn by Jason in the film.
But remind you, I've seen online already. You get these custom made ones for like about $80 on Etsy, or you can look at the correct websites.
One person paid for that. There was only 2 limited. They did one for each mask.
Ooh.
So that tells me Vicente kept a mask.
Mm.
And then the last, I think this is the last. No, there's two more.
Oh,
Jesus. Wow. All right. So for the 5,000, become Jason Voorhees.
What?
Okay.
How does that work?
So to commemorate your new title, you will receive the complete Jason Voorhees costume with hood and gloves from CFX. So they send you a replica of the actual
Life
costume,
size, yes.
but the version they used in the movie in Never Hike Alone, which has some slight differences compared to the newer version, or to the modern, more recognized version. Even though they did a bunch of different attires, right?
Yeah,
it was always
throughout
a little bit different.
Throughout the different films.
Throughout the 12 fucking movies.
Oh no, yeah, the original series, yeah, of course.
And then for 7,500 or more, be in the film. And let's see. No, that one didn't have anybody. Yeah, because remember, I told you. In the end, the first movie only had a total of 5 actors.
5 actors, yeah.
So
that's why I was saying that with 5 actors, they made the fan film so much better than the original Friday the 13th series with, X amount of actors in the movie.
Yeah, they did a fantastic job.
So little, yeah.
Yeah, considering that what they got. I don't remember if there was much product placement in that. I mean, there was a GoPro, but they might have donated the GoPros.
Yeah. And out of everybody that worked in the movie, I'm sure somebody had to have a GoPro laying about or used or whatnot. What else I was going to say about the film? The references to the Friday the 13th series movies.
Yeah, there's a lot of Easter eggs.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fun Easter eggs, and they did a great job at just paying homage.
Mm-hmm.
They really did. They really knocked it out of the park with it. It was a different concept. The storyline behind Never Hike Alone is literally the title. It's not about camp counselors. Mm-hmm. It's not about little kids running around enjoying summer. Yeah. It's not about any of those like cliche storylines that you've had with Jason for the years. It's a hiker who goes to a location that's been
let's say
closed off permanently because
what he called himself a trespassing
hiker. Yeah,
but he's a blogger. He's just recording himself to his fans about what he's doing, his the time frame that it might take him to get to his rendezvous.
Yeah, everything that he blogs his whole hiking adventures, and this is just the next one that he's doing, and he's doing one that's a little bit more risky and longer, and he's talking about how it's different than the usual ones he does, and that's what he's doing. He's blogging his hiking, and his end game is to reach and find Camp Crystal Lake, and he finds it. He absolutely finds it, and it is a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. This movie was really a lot of fun, and so was the prequel, the Never Hike in the Snow.
Yeah, that's a 30-minute film.
That one's shorter, but equally as fun. And then I think the follow-up was supposed to be Never Hike Alone 3, Jason Takes Crystal Lake. And then I think there's going to be another one called Never Hike Again.
Something like that, yeah.
There were supposed to be follow-ups to all of this. And one of them was already filmed and got released last year, but just, it's not there anymore.
The one we watched at the end was Jason Rising.
Yeah, and that was done through a different film studio. But in connection with Womp Stomp, including that Vicente DeSanti helped co-write the film and played a partial role as Jason. He didn't play the full role.
The opening scene.
Yeah.
So he had some part in it.
But yeah, so I was gonna get to that one, and
so mind you, what I loved is you're rooting for the protagonist, you're rooting for Jason, and it's just a bunch of twists here and there. What's gonna happen? The whole cliche, like as a horror movie fan, like this is gonna happen. but then, they changed they turned how the turntables.
Yeah.
If you understand that reference.
They did a fantastic job at just giving you a completely different version of, not a different version because they didn't change the basic storyline, but they made it so much different.
The killings, the weapon choices,
the way they involved the mother.
Oh yeah, Pamela Voorhees.
The way they involved Pamela in that movie, I'm not gonna give it away, but it is spectacular how they use Pamela Voorhees in that movie, in Jason Rising. It's not directly connected at all with the Never Hike Alone. It's ultimately it's a different guy playing Jason as well. His name was what is it? Was it Dan Kyle?
Something Kyle. No.
Mm-mm. Yeah, Dan Kyle.
Dan Kyle.
Good memory.
I remember that.
So Dan Kyle is a stockier version of Jason, so more like the Jason we recognize. The mask was also different.
Yeah, I think it was from part 6 with the blue.
Yeah.
Something similar like that.
Location was different as well.
Where was it again? The actual location, Bear, where? You said it was Bear?
Oh, they used Big Bear for the first one, for Never Hike Alone. I don't know what location they used for Jason Rising, but it was a different storyline. It was a different view. This one was with escaped convicts. And that part of the story was a lot different than anything you're used to. But again, like the way they formulated the storyline of Jason and giving you the rundown again of why he is the way he is, and the how the myths of Jason exist through the town, and people don't really believe it, but they know the stories. And
also too, and overall is, what would you do if you're just living your life, or you're in a situation and you come across Camp Crystal Lake? That's basically, I believe, the whole aspect of the movie is like, what's gonna happen? Are you gonna continue to search, due to the myths, the legends you've heard, the stories, or are you just gonna cruise on by and hope to live?
I mean, I always have a problem, and with this movie, it was one of those situations where I just wanted to punch the cop, because he's seeing it, he's hearing it, and he knows what his dad had told him, because the story is that his dad is the one who buried Jason and buried him alive, and he told his son that when he was still a kid, which would be traumatizing, but he told it to his kid, and his kid grew up saying, "Yeah, cool stories, Dad." And then he hears on the radio, "Hey, we found this crate. It says do not open. It was chained up." Everything descriptive to what his dad said. And his choice was, they're like, "Oh, yeah, no, that's nothing. Don't worry about it."
Yeah, exactly. You just frustrated behind the screen, why?
You might sound crazy. Just say it.
Yeah, they just don't want to believe the truth.
Just be like, "Yeah, there might be a murderer on the loose.
Yeah.
Be careful. Watch your backs."
Yeah, where you're saying they don't want to sound crazy, they don't want to be kooky, or they don't want to be like, "Wow, this is actually happening." Mm-hmm. I'd say the Nightmare on Elm Street movies, the parents.
Yeah.
They want to believe that Freddy was actually back trying to kill their kids. Like, mind you, your kids are being killed, yet the parents are like, "Nah, it's just a dream,"
Yeah.
Nah, so, let me see what else.
Well, and then another thing, there are special guest appearances in all the films. There's appearances by people from the original film series. Won't specify who.
No, we don't want. Yeah, we want you to get the excitement we got once we saw them. On the screen.
Yeah.
Let us know too when you see them. What was your reaction? Was it neutral? Did you scream? Did you shout? Did you jump? I personally, when I saw it on my own, before I saw it with Randall again, I was drunk. I was screaming yes. I was clapping. I was so into the film.
Yeah.
So that was my reaction.
Yeah.
Randall, you can tell him how you reacted.
I mean, I was in a state of shock. and I was just like more like quiet, like just like.
Yeah, whatever reaction.
My reaction was more that I mean it's not exactly the same, but just still like a happy in my own way when it comes to how they handled it in the film, because they did such a good job at reviving characters in these movies that we haven't seen in a while, and reviving them as the characters they were. They weren't. It's not like Lou Ferrigno in the Hulk, where he's just there as a security guard. This is literal bringing back characters to play their roles again from the original series in a specific way that was just fantastic all around. So Vicente DeSanti did a fantastic job, and in Jason Rising, James Sweet also knocked it out the park with that one. He did an incredible job with writing that one, along with Vicente DeSanti, with Robert Blanche, and Maurice Caldwell. All of them worked together to put together a fantastic script. The cast was fantastic all the way through. You can tell that they're not like, the high-end, actors, but they
gave their all.
They gave it,
you
man.
Can tell,
they did a great job with it. They're fun movies, and even better, they're free on YouTube.
Exactly.
Can't beat that.
There's no profit they're gaining from this.
I mean, views count as profit in YouTube.
Sure, that's what I was questioning when I read the whole disclaimer. But
I mean, now it can get copyrighted to where whoever owns the licensing for Friday the 13th, kind of like what they do with music, right? Like if you use music on YouTube, they'll leave you with your video and your music if you want it, but you're gonna lose all the financial gains, and they're gonna give it to the people who own the licensing. So if they either turned off to get no revenue, or if they made it to where the licensing company gets the revenue, maybe that's what they did. I don't know, but again, like we don't have Never Hike Alone 3 for some reason on there, and it was already done and released in October of last year.
And sadly, we're just finding out about this. Like one of my friends, I was telling I was watching this film. Most likely, it got popular again due to a recent date of October 13, and I know on a Friday. August 13. Jesus Christ, what year is it? But yeah, August 13th, I believe, it was on Friday. So that raised its popularity. What else also too? What is it? The Unmasking of Jason.
Oh yeah.
Was just so beautiful. They just gave you the right amount. Again, I don't want to spoil it, but for those Jason fans, Friday the 13th fans, you're gonna love it.
Yeah.
Hopefully I didn't spoil it that they're gonna unmask him, but it's a given. If you've seen the films, it's a given.
Listen. There is not much you can spoil when it comes to a Jason movie. He's gonna pop up, and he's gonna kill. That's all you need to know. It's gonna be a fun movie. It's a fun watch.
Yeah.
And it's not a terrible version of this character. It's actually one of the best versions that they've done on film. I honestly feel like it's better than a lot of the movies in the series, and that is painful to say.
Super sad.
Because you have so many companies with such a high budget and so much money they can invest into these films, and they just crap on it terribly because they feel like they know exactly what the crowd wants and the public wants, and they don't. They absolutely don't. And if you look for directors and people like Vicente DeSanti and like James Sweet, that's where you're going to find the people who will give you their all. And not only that, but give you incredible plot, give you incredible background, incredible concepts, and everything that they built to make these movies what they were. For a 53 movie to be better than a lot of 12 movies, that's bad for the big corporation or the structure that Hollywood is built around this character.
But they're not gonna be like, okay, DeSanti did it better than us, they're not gonna, they're
No,
gonna
they're
flop.
gonna ignore that. They're gonna ignore that completely.
And that's the sad thing is like, not that you're wrong or right. It's just, hey, you can help us make this better.
Yeah.
Come work with us. But I hope they give them a chance. I mean, it's been 4 years now, so
at least with Jason, it's been tough, man. It's been tough, and the last time we saw Jason through big Hollywood was in 2009.
Yeah, the final cut. Did not enjoy that. Not a fan of that. I haven't actually watched it since.
The Friday vs. Jason was just funny to me.
Friday vs. Jason, yeah, I enjoyed it.
It was enjoyable because it was funny.
Not only that, it was just what if you have this slasher going against this slasher.
Yeah, no, that's a cool concept. I like the idea and the concept, but it wasn't like what I thought it was gonna be a little bit more. It felt more like a Freddy movie than a Jason movie.
Correct. I see kind of it of that. Yeah, Freddy did get more airtime than Jason. Of course, he had to do his punchlines, his one-liners. Like he was like Arnold and Mr. Freeze and Batman. But yeah, the whole Freddy vs. Jason, I loved it. Fun fact too about Randall and I, we both enjoyed Jason X.
Freaking love Jason X.
That's the
so
hate
much.
comments come in.
Yeah, listen, you can tell me whatever you want. Jason in space is fantastic. I loved it, and one of my favorite kills is in this movie. And I've told this to so many people. My favorite kill is him in that holographic room, grabs those two girls in their topless bikinis, right? Because they're topless, but they're wearing bikinis, throws them in sleeping bags, and then just wails them into a tree, all over in every single direction.
Yeah.
And he's just having like a pillow fight party with girls' bodies. It's fantastic.
Yeah, they're like, ow, ow. I haven't seen it in a while, but
yeah. But yeah, Jason X for me was such a fun movie.
It's a fun film. Yeah, it's enjoyable. It's not.
I won't say that it's like that super horror Jason movie. It's just a fun movie. I enjoy the movie. It's a guilty pleasure. That's the word I was trying to think of before. It's a guilty pleasure.
Jason in space, you can't take this seriously.
And with that metallic mask.
Oh, exactly. And his machete actually has an upgrade too.
Yep.
But yeah, you just put Jason and space together. Do never take it seriously.
No.
So yeah, DeSanti also Randall informed me that I think he did a Michael Myers film.
Yeah, he has one that's. I'm not sure if it's in the process. So I'm trying to remember if it's Vincent or if it's just under Womp Studio Films. So let me make sure on that. But yeah, it's a Haddonfield film.
I think if you go to their actual website,
yeah,
they have it.
But his takes on all these movies have been great, and then he has another one coming up soon called Ghost Chicken.
Oh, that's interesting.
I would just say go visit wompstompfilms.com, and you're gonna see a lot of things that are just gonna be great to enjoy and watch. Let me see.
There you go.
So there's two. There's The Face of Michael Myers, and then there is The Spirit of Haddonfield. Wait, is there actually three?
Yeah, it's a Happy Halloween.
Yep, there's actually three. There's a Happy Halloween, a Michael Myers fan film. Then there's The Face of Michael Myers, and then The Spirit of Haddonfield. Yeah, we're gonna have to.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave that for another review.
It's there on. It's also on YouTube.
Yes.
Let me tell you, people, it is fantastic. Okay, so let's just do this. So I don't think it's something too long, because like they did the snow one was 30 minutes. So in this last scene from Halloween 2018, a police officer, a trick-or-treater, and 3 high school friends have a deadly encounter with the Shape. This film was a labor of love made with no budget by a group of friends who love Halloween. It is a non-profit fan project funded exclusively by Cortland Gordon and Jimmy Champagne. Special guest appearances by Vincent DiSanti as the Shape.
Nice. So he played Jason, he's played Michael.
Yeah.
Yeah, and DiSanti is about 6'3". So
yeah, the first one's only a 14-minute film.
He's a noticeable guy.
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
And then they did The Face of Michael Myers, which is supposed to be a prelude to probably Happy Halloween. 40 years after the malevolent set and settled suburban community in Haddonfield, Illinois, a new set of murders unravels, and peace in this sleepy town. Dr. Benjamin Peterson is charged with psychiatric evaluation of the young man who butchered his entire family. So, yeah, that just sounds like a lot of fun. And that one is also very short, just a 6-minute film. So these are just little clips, and I'm gonna assume that maybe
that excites me a lot because it's just in 6 minutes. I just want to know what can they do? What can they do? I'm sorry.
And then Spirit of Haddonfield, which is a short film, is a little bit under 20 minutes long, which you would assume it's like maybe 17 or 15 minutes because of credits.
Correct.
But again, all of this is in the same thing. It says done with no budget, which is probably why they're so short. But these are projects and things that exist out there in the world done by objects and technology like what we're using now to do this. And it's beyond impressive, and it's something to recognize and appreciate and just enjoy, you know. And just like we did today with Never Hike Alone, we're going to do it with the film series that they've done through Womp Stomp Films for Michael Myers, which is, I think, for both of us, like, is he your favorite slasher?
Most definitely. Yeah,
So,
if you know me, that's my favorite.
I mean, you got him tattooed on you too, right?
In the back of my leg, yes.
You got him tattooed,
Thanks
and
to Bello.
and you represent him on your car as well.
My car, yeah. And I have thanks to Fadi, which aka Creature, he got me a mask signed by Frank Castle, the original The Shape. So, but overall, check out Never Hike Alone, Womp Stomp Films. Womp Stomp. Sorry, it's a little.
It's super late. So with this, we're gonna say, watch Never Hike Alone. Go visit Womp Stomp Films. Enjoy the creativity and beauty that these people are doing to do fantastic work for the fans.
Hashtag stop the lawsuit.
And the lawsuit.
Stop and the lawsuit, and rip to Robert Blanche. May he rest in peace.
Yeah. Yeah. And sadly passed away and did great work with the movie Jason Rising. So very sad that was part of what we learned in watching this as well, because everyone who did work on that movie deserves to continue doing more work in more of these movies. But ultimately, all we can say is that from Ram Film Reviews, we say, go watch this fucking movie.
10 out of 10.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely 10 out of 10 from both of us on that one. So, if you're watching on my page, if you're watching on Mr. Randall, I'm looking directly at my camera. If you're looking at Mr. Randall Radio, go follow ram.films film reviews. ram.film reviews. I'm going to tag it when I post this video. I'm going to go ahead and shout it from the rooftop so everybody can go ahead and follow that. So you guys can keep on seeing all these film reviews that we're doing, everything that we're watching, and just sharing with you guys and giving you more options of things to see that you might not know exist. Because what we do is we thrift around, we look around, we search in every nook and cranny looking for every kind of film that we are interested in seeing, just by cover art, by title, by recommendations.
Yeah, word of mouth.
Everything.
We get dirty so you don't have to.
And you can go ahead and enjoy what we think, and then maybe go enjoy the movies yourselves. So just join along with the journey, enjoy what we're doing here, and please leave comments. Let us know what you think of not only our work here, but let us know if you know of anything you want to recommend for us to watch and enjoy and share with you guys, so we can spread the word to others on movies that you've liked, that you have your guilty pleasures for, Like maybe you're a fan of 13 Dresses. I don't know. You can go ahead and enjoy whatever you want to enjoy, and we're gonna go ahead and watch and just share the love.
And also too, this just opened up my eyes to give fan-made films a try. You know,
you've seen the Power Rangers one, right?
It's been a while, but yeah,
that
one I did enjoy.
As much as like I disliked Jason David Frank's view on it, man, that movie was fantastically well done. Fantastically well done. Anyway, moving on. Follow. Ram.film reviews. Ram.film reviews, so you can follow Randall and Mac as we do the Ram Film Reviews. We'll be back next time.
Love you guys.